What up? What up? What up? We are live again, bro. Robert McCormick. Um, we're live on the Robert McCormick page. Everybody, go ahead and introduce yourself, man, and let's get this going real quick with the introductions.
For sure. I am Daryl Thrower of Thrower Bullies.
Yo, this your boy Rome, LOE Bullies.
And I'm Remy, Extreme Bullies, owner and producer of 5150.
All right, and this is definitely gonna be a good one, man. Welcome everybody. So y'all know how we do it over here, man. The first thing we do, we try to take a couple of minutes to share the live out. For thanking myself, Rome, Daryl, and Remy for coming on and giving you guys our quality time. So that's the least we can ask for you guys. So go ahead, get it shared out real quick. You guys take the time to share it out, and then we finna get into it. As soon as I can find it.
Yeah, I just found it.
Yeah, so yeah. Oh, we just share. We just sharing it. We just sharing it out.
What am I
Well,
paying?
how do I share? Do I share that too? But I can't. I don't know if I can share that.
Well, you would probably have to go. You got another phone or something with you over there?
Different phone. Yeah, I can fight. Yeah, I can get a different phone.
Okay. Well, I'll send you. I'll send you the link to the actual live right now to your inbox.
I mean, come on now, Rob. You ain't the only man walking around with two phones. Come on now.
Bro, I don't even want two phones.
I don't even want the one phone. Give me a paper bag. I'll be good.
Bro, I got a free line on my account. I still didn't turn on my other phone.
Man, I want an old school blue clear paper. The old.
Hey, Remy, what's your name on Facebook?
It's ROMY, Romy, Romy Zeki, ZEKI.
All right, all
You
right.
found me?
Found you. About to
Right.
send you attach you to it. I'm about to send you a friend request too.
Well, what do I have to do, Robert?
Well, if you click on that live on your other device, if you click on it, just click share, and it'll have some groups on there that you could that you could share to, or share it on your page, or just share it on your page so your fans will know you're live, and so they can tune into the conversation. Because I think this is going to be a real interview. I'm sure people know who you are, especially because of 5150, bro. It's an amazing dog to me, in my opinion. You feel me?
Thank you.
So
yeah, he's definitely a good looking pup. Now he's the blue and white one, correct?
Correct.
What is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you, and he say he gonna show him on here, bro, and measure him. Cause like I said, when I talked to you about him, I was like, man, when I talked to him, he said he's a really short dog, but I don't think he's as short as he says because of the pictures. But we all know how that is.
Telling me about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got
that. Yeah. So let's get started. Ramy, how exactly do you pronounce your first name, bro? Let's get that straight.
My real first name is Ramy, Ramy.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's Ramy.
Got you.
I just want to be found on the social media. That's all.
For sure. So let's get started. Okay. How long? When? Oh, I'm juiced, bro. I'm juiced. Because I've been talking about using. Bro, I've been talking about using 5150 for a long time, and I had a conversation with him once previously, but I didn't reach out again until I'm ready to use his dogs, because I don't really like people that reach out too much, asking too many questions, and you're not ready, especially after one phone call. Like, we've already talked about this.
Man, where are y'all from, though?
He's super hype.
Where are you from?
I'm from Fairfield. Originally I'm from Richmond, California, but I live in Fairfield, California.
Fairview?
Yep.
No, I know. Yeah. I know you. I spoke to you. Is that Robert right now? Is you're talking?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
No, yeah. I already know. I'm talking about the other two homies on.
Oh, I'm out here in Los Angeles. Actually living in Diamond Bar right now.
All right, cool.
Yeah, and I'm a real outcast. I'm in Carolina.
Oh, you're in Carolina. Okay. All right.
What about yourself?
Yeah.
I'm in LA, man. I live in LA, heart of LA, in the heart of Los Angeles.
Okay.
You in the heart.
Yeah.
So this old West Side thing, I'm going to.
Okay,
Exactly.
man. Okay, you know what it is. You know what I mean? If you wanna interview people and talk to people that got some of the best dogs, bro, you gotta hit the California people up, bro. You just have to.
There you go.
I'm
There you
about to
go.
go in the house. I'm about to go in the house and turn my biggie on.
Wow. Hey, so all right, so let's check. All right, so let's get started with this. So, Rami, how long have you been breeding these dogs? The American Bully. What was the first dogs that made you say, "Let me
Hold
jump
on,
into this American Bully community"?
hold on.
Primo.
Are they American bullies or are they exotics?
Well, no, we're just talking. We're because the interviews we start from where the person came in at, and most of us came in with the American Bully first.
Well,
Well, no, I came in. I mean, if you're talking about starting, when
yeah.
did I start breeding?
No,
I
just the
mentioned to you this
American Bully,
morning, huh?
just the American Bullies coming up to whatever you would consider 5150.
No, what it really got my attention to the American Bully, it was the first dog that I said, "Wow, I need these dogs in my life." Primo,
Mm.
if you guys remember Primo, Good
Yeah,
Shepherd,
Okay.
Primo,
Absolutely.
the
Yeah.
blue dog.
yeah,
Okay.
Dex. That was the first Dex in Miyagi Cross, I think, right?
Correct. It was a
One of the
Dak's
first.
daughter to Miyagi. Yes. When I first
Okay.
saw Primo video, and was like, wow, I need to get to that.
Now,
And
what were you breeding before bullies?
Red Nose,
Okay. There you go. I was breeding Norrod line. There we go. There we
Game
go.
Dogs.
Okay, for sure. So then
Oh,
you went from that. You saw Primo, and that's what got you into bullies.
Correct.
Got you. Okay.
so
And then so what size bullies were you breeding at that point? I guess what we could say today are classics, standards, XLs.
Um, probably probably pocket to
Okay,
standard. So I didn't own any dogs over 18 inches.
got
So
you.
I bought a female from a very good friend of mine in from he's from downtown Los Angeles area, Jamal.
Mm.
And she's off of Golden Boy. You guys remember Golden Boy line?
Yeah,
Yes.
All right. So she's off of Golden Boy, dog named Dillinger. Dillinger was a hell of a badass bully, a hell of a massive bully, short to the ground, crazy wide, freaky, freaky, freaky. She was his daughter, bred to an XL dog out of Riverside area, and I bought a female off of that, and I named her LA. She was my first one, and she probably was 17 inches tall, and she was 90 pounds. But she had that bully movement. So now, um, what got me really into the bully, they move different than the red nose and the game
Yes.
dogs. I'm saying movement as far as not talking about the drive part, but the way they stack themselves, the movement, how the dogs stack himself, or they move around. It has a different movement. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
you talking about as
I
far as
know what you're talking about.
you
Right.
talking about as
All
far as
right.
the dominant stance, that dominant look.
Yes, the
It's
dominant look
automatic.
Yeah.
that they stack themselves on their own. Every movement they do, whatever they move around, even on the leash, they'll be stacking themselves. If you know, so yeah. Uh, uh, um, I got LA, and I liked her, and then I got another dog, um, named Meg. I named him Mega. He was a razor's edge,
Mm.
but he was massive. Massive as a razor's edge. He was probably 16 inches tall at 95 pounds, with good 25 inches hit.
Okay, so
Uh,
you've been more into the extreme style of dogs?
Yes. So I saw one of my neighbors one day had a Gotti line male. Um, he was definitely 17 pound and 105. I'm sorry, 17 inches tall, 105 pound. But he had that same movement as Primo, and that what got my attention.
Okay.
And from there I said I want to get one of those. I want to be, I want to own one of these dogs. And that female I got when I named her LA, she was what was I? That's what I was looking to get. Her movements, everything about her was just phenomenal. I loved her.
So when you first got into the game, when you first got into these dogs, what up with you at? When you first jumped into these dogs, was a dog like 5150 always your vision, or you didn't know at the time?
No, I when that was talking about 7-8 years ago. I started to hang out with Ed Shepherd, rest in peace, and I became very good friend of Ed Shepherd, and I was going to his house more often. So I bred to Dax. Um, I bred to Dax a female off of Dillinger. That Dillinger boy, he was again he was off of Golden Boy. Golden Boy was very similar to Dax as far as body structure and movements, very similar, but he was thicker than Dax. Dax was a smaller dog. A lot of people think Dax was standard. Definitely, Dax is a pocket, short, small pocket. Not even, Dax probably was like 60, 65 pounds at most.
So you was able to eat straight from the cow.
Yeah, yeah. And I bred Dillinger female, which is a Golden Boy female, to Dax, and I produced a hell of a litter, beautiful litter. I don't know if you guys. There is a dog living right now, lives in Florida, named Black Bull. He's my production, and Black Bull is a badass bully, badass crazy bully, really nice. Um, there's a couple of them live here in the Long Beach area, of that breeding, still living, and they're still producing, man. The sons.
How old are they?
They probably 6 years old now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think a good lifespan is for an American bully?
The new generations or people. It's if you're talking about Dax line or Primo and all these dogs, none of them really past 7 years old, if you think about it. Unless if they had some Razor's Edge blood in the mix, which gives them a boost of 2-3 more years.
There you go. Okay.
In lifespan, yeah. But
I've never heard anybody really break it that way, but I get exactly what you're saying.
So yeah, as far as the new generation bullies, man, you're lucky if you get 6 years.
Man, I mean that's crazy to even think of, though, man. To feel like that's really all you can get out of
Well, I mean, it's not all you should get, but I mean, you got to look at the defects and things that people are steady using and steady putting into the sauce. You get what I'm saying? You got are producing heart defects and lung issues, and you're steady breeding them because they got a big head or nice chest.
It's exactly what it is.
What else can you expect?
Okay, so coming in, you get into the game, you see these dogs, you start breeding them. So what was the first female you got that you had that you really believed, okay, this dog can produce me what I'm trying to produce?
A Miyagi daughter. I bought her off of Antonio Vera. Antonio Vera, he used to be into all the Razor's Edge and the shows and all this, and he went completely exotic. He's just doing only the freaky exotics, not, you know what I'm saying, just complete freaky exotics.
Yeah.
And he had the Miyagi daughter. She was blue. She was very small. She's the same size as 5150. And she was all freaky muscle, all freaky, beautiful, beautiful female. And I bought her as a co-own with one of my buddies from Europe. And we bred her first time to a Hashtag. I don't know if you guys remember a dog named Hashtag owned by
Yeah.
Antonio Vera.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember.
Yes.
We named her, we bred her to Hashtag. And then I sold her as a co-own to overseas to some people in Europe with the pop bag deal. The
Right.
pop bag deal was 5150's mom. Okay. So they bred Tari, that Miyagi daughter, to the dog named Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker is a hell of a bully, guy. I'm saying, homie's a hell of a bully. He is a phenomenal, short, extreme thick dog. He's a Bolo son. Okay. Bolo son to a Phenom daughter. So it goes back to that structure that I always liked, the Dax line. So it's a Bolo to a Phenom daughter, and she was a true she-male, blue and tan. I mean, well, I say blue and tan because I speak that French breeders language. So it's a blue tri. And so they bred Bolo to that female, and they produced Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker is a fawn dog. He's a 65 pound, probably same heights as 5150. Same heights, but 65 pound, 50 is 50 pounds. So 15-pound difference on this heights is crazy. It's crazy. Like literally, the boy is very, very extreme.
I mean,
So we bred Johnny Walker to Miyagi daughter. So
Frank.
now you follow me. So Johnny Walker comes from Bolo and Phenom blood, which is Dax. And we bred Johnny Walker to Miyagi daughter Tari that we sold, and I got that first pick female. It was my deal, which is 5150's mom. That's it. I got her, and she was in my position. She had the extreme look of Johnny Walker. She was taller than Johnny Walker and her mom. So she picked up, in my experience with breedings, and that's something I really noticed, sometimes, or probably 50% chance, they skip generations. You know what I'm saying? So they jump one generation. So we're saying she was taller than Johnny Walker and Miyagi daughter, but probably by inch and a half, maybe 2 inches. She's 65 pounds. She's a 65-pound female, probably 14 inches tall. Probably 14 and a half inches tall, female. That's his mom. So, yeah, I decided to breed her to a smaller dog, but I had in mind, no matter what I would breed her to, she would bring me smaller and shorter dogs because the parents where she comes from. You know, Miyagi daughter, very short, very small. She was like 42 pounds. And Johnny Walker is 65 pounds, but again, same heights as the mom and same heights as 5150.
So when you finally,
I knew in my head, no matter what I breed it, if I breed her to short dog, it was a guarantee for me to produce nothing but short dogs.
So what made you choose? So
yeah, I bred to a dog named Suicide, which is 5150 sire, but I choose my studs wisely. I like him to. So I've seen Suicide that he won probably 3 or 4 different shows, Biston shows in California, all around.
Okay.
So he was very similar to a dog named, right? He's an exotic dog. I'm not gonna lie, he's an exotic dog, 100% exotic. Suicide. But you also gotta see that there is an exotic dog. He's winning every shows, and every shows he's gonna walk into right now, he will win it. Boulder.
What show?
right? Owned by
Oh, you talking about? I think
owned by
he
he won the jungle.
yeah, he
What's that show
grand.
called?
I think he's grand champion.
Jungle 3.
That's the dog we was talking about on the other live. I think he a grand champion boulder.
I can't
Okay.
hear you. I lost you.
That's what I'm saying. Grand champion and what? Like what
As
record?
as an exotic, he's a grand champion exotic. We spoke about that dog before. I think he's a nice dog. He's definitely a nice dog. But this is why I say I don't think we uh, need to have titles for dogs. Hey, Rami, if you can't hear us, back out and then come back in.
Can you hear us?
Back out and come back in. I don't think he can hear us.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah, X out of the whole thing and then come back in. Just X out of it all and then come back in.
Shit, we don't have no way of telling them, huh?
I can't hear anything.
Okay.
Leave and come back.
Can you hear me, Remy? Can't hear any of us. Shit, we need sign language.
No, I just sent him a message and told him to leave out and come back.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, but hey, well, since while we wait for him, man, y'all make sure everybody that's jumping on, y'all share. And honestly, everybody's been trying to talk to me about putting together like a marketing course and shit like that. And then my litter also is finna drop too soon. So if anybody's interested in that, y'all make sure y'all hit one in the comments because I'm only when it comes to that marketing course, bro, I'm only sending that shit to people who are on my email list. That's it. Like it's not gonna be something that's put out there to everyone on Facebook. Can you hear now?
I do hear you guys. Yeah.
Okay, so y'all just hit
Okay,
one
there
in
we
the
go.
comments if y'all
There,
if you're interested.
somebody comment about as far as the health issues that we were talking about earlier, saying that a lot of inbreeding. You want to touch on that real quick?
I mean, I agree with him. I think one thing when it comes to the American bully, and it's funny because me and both my sons was talking about it. I never had to worry about structural issues when it came to dogs. It was always temperament and performance that I always focused on. And it was all you had to focus on. And then all of a sudden you get into American bullies and you hear about the pit bull and the Amstaff and the Mastiff. But in my opinion, what they did to get the best, they went to some great breeds to make this breed, but they went to some of the worst dogs in those breeds to make this breed.
I
And so
agree,
here
fellas.
we are
We gotta
20,
stay on
30
topic
years
though.
later. And we trying to correct it all. That's why it's interesting, listening to somebody like Remy saying how he got to where he is, especially when you look at a 5150, because you've basically taken it to a whole nother level, but still maintained a certain structure and everything.
So what did you see? All right, so when you finally produce 5150 off of Suicide, when you finally produced this dog, what made you pick him out of the whole litter? What made you pick that dog?
I'm gonna be straight honest, and this is on God, man. When I hold that dog in my hands at 2 weeks old, something hit me in the heart. That's it. Something hit me in the heart. Like I don't know. Just something hit me in my heart. It was like all of a sudden, I felt like, oh, this is what I'm gonna keep. I had him literally in my hand, and I have a picture having him in my hand in 2 weeks old. He didn't even have his eye closed. I mean, eye open yet. So I just said, I'm gonna keep this dog. And then at 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks, every single person came to buy his litter mates. They were freaking out looking at the dogs, and then they freak out looking at him. He was just a ball of muscle at 10 weeks already,
So it was consistent through the litter.
Huh?
It was consistent through the litter.
All of them, they were all blue. All of them blue. All 8, they were 8. 7 made it, 1 didn't make it. And all of them blue. And I kept 3. I kept 5150 and 2 of his sisters, 2 of Little Mid sisters. 1 lives right now in Oregon. His name is Stax, and that boy is a massive That boy is just identical of Ojani Walker, the grandsire of 50. He's identical, but on a blue suit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I just felt something in my heart about the dog, and I kept him. And again, at 8 weeks, 10 weeks, he was just freaky muscular, freaky. Like you can see every muscle. You know. So
Now, how tall is 5150?
He's right here. He's chilling with me today. I brought him with me to the Valley House. Come here, Fitty. Come. I don't know how to switch the camera. I'm gonna try to see. Can we switch this camera right here?
You can, but I don't know how. I mean, I've
You know
seen
what? I'm
people do
looking
it.
at it now. I see Cam. Nope, that didn't do it.
I think you might have to literally go all the way out and go to your camera settings or some weird ass shit. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
don't
go.
think you can. I don't think you can.
Nah, you gotta go out and hit settings. From what I'm looking at, yeah, you gotta go out and hit settings. Yeah, so
Yeah,
at the
that's
bottom
too
where you
much.
see where it say more,
Got
you
it.
gotta
Got
click
it.
on
Got it.
more.
Got it.
All right,
Got it. Got it. Here he is. Here he is. Here's the one. Come. Come 50.
Oh, he is little.
All right, sit.
He
Yeah, like
is
I
a
said,
short dude.
that muscle tone, them feet, bro. Like I said, I mean, so
One
what do
second.
you
One
do?
second. I'm gonna put a glass next to his feet, and this glass is probably 8 inches tall. So
Look at that little motherfucker. And
that's
look how
8 inches
compact
tall.
he is.
So literally,
He
come on.
about 12 inches.
Here.
I don't think that glass is 8. I think, I mean, yeah, he look like
No,
11.
no, that
Something like
glass
that.
is less than 8. One sec. I'll tell you what the glass is. One sec.
Yeah, because I really want to know. Because, like I said, that was my only concern.
Oh,
About
sorry, my man. That glass is 5 feet. Sorry, 5 inches. Here,
Okay.
5.5 inches. So
He got 10.
Rob said stand a black and mild by him so he can really get an idea.
do what
now,
again? Say it.
the dog looked like he might be like 11, bro. Like 10 and a half, 11.
That's what I said earlier. You didn't
Yeah,
believe. But then I'm gonna show you
I
something.
did.
Watch. This is his back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
but see,
compact.
that's what I was saying. Because when I told him, I was like, man, you know, my perfect dog would probably be, you know, a Lilac Tribe version of 5150, just shorter. And he was like, nah, bro. He was like, when you start to get shorter than 5150, that's when you start to get them functioning problems and health issues, more stuff like that.
Now, Daryl, looking at this dog, would you consider it an exotic or a little bit itty bitty ass pocket?
He looks like an itty bitty ass pocket. That's what.
I think. Hey, do you remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember that video of that try that I used to post all the time? And I'm like, this is what a micro should look like.
Yes.
That's what it reminded me of.
Right. Yeah.
Brandon
So
says
now
use.
what
No,
what do you
hold on.
call
Hey,
him,
Brandon said use the tape to measure them. Avalon says you can't breed them to anything. Richie Vega says use the ruler on the dog. Avalon Bully say I like his fronts. I mean, bro, I like his. Brad, listen, American Bully or
Avalon? His
exotic.
fronts is like he's a dope little pup. This is actually the first time I really looked at him. And
I can tell
he's a
you
good
this
looking
though.
pup.
Look, gentlemen. Look, I'm gonna tell you this.
He built just like that try. I mean,
Look,
Mm-hmm.
there's
not
100 people. Let's say there's 100 people came and saw him in person. You know, a lot of
Right.
people wanted to lock him in only when they see him in person. I'll tell you this: out of 100 people, and I probably will say this one more time on this interview. On God, out of 100 people, all 100 said he looks smaller than pictures and video.
I can believe that.
But then
Right.
they also
I can
said
believe
he looks a lot better in person. He's just a different dog in person.
it. Got
Yeah,
you. Got you.
see, for me, like I said, when I was seeing him, I was like, man, this is a nice dog. but his front shots doesn't make him look that little. But then when you look at his side shots, his rear is almost too short for him to be that tall, for him to be a
Right.
13-inch dog.
You're right. You're right.
Right.
So
Yeah. So go ahead.
Well,
his
well,
his little mate
I'll
sisters
jump
are
off
like
the
that
porch.
too. Same.
Well, I'll jump off the porch and I'll say this. I was extremely skeptical of what was going to be shown. You know what I'm saying? But I got to say, and this is coming from me, and a lot of people might say that they would be shocked to hear, but I think it's a real nice little ass dog. To be honest,
He is.
real.
He is.
It's definitely not what I expected. But like I said, it reminds me of that try I used to post all the time, and to give people an example of what I thought a micro should look like. And the dog is, from what I can see, the dog looks like he's put together real nice. Uh, doesn't have those knots that you would associate with the exotics or whatever.
Mhm.
It just
I
look like
wouldn't.
a small bull. You know what I'm
He's a
saying?
Right.
small bull. You're absolutely right about that. He's a small bull, and I wouldn't call him an exotic. I don't want to be into that circle of exotic thing because my
Gotcha.
understanding, or probably you understanding too, or you can agree and disagree with what I'm about to say. The exotic world has a lot of crippled dogs, and
Yes.
they like them that way. They want them to be that way. This freaky. They think it's a freaky, but it's not freaky. It's more crippled to my
And
state of mind or my
definitely
eyes.
not your game plan.
Hmm.
So I don't want to be called. I don't want to be called. Oh, he's an exotic dog. Yeah, he's an exotic looking dog, but he's not an exotic in that cycle of
Yeah,
so-called
Right.
exotic nowadays.
he's not
So
stuck in that.
what do you actually call him?
He's a micro extreme dog. He's a micro extreme. You know,
I'll be
if
the first to say it. That's a fucking micro American bull, damn it. I don't care what nobody.
That's what he look.
micro American bull, you're absolutely right.
I'll be the first to say it. I tag it. You can hashtag the hell out of me. I stamp it. Like I like that little motherfucker, and everybody else here.
Yeah. He
I
exactly.
can't stand little dogs. Now I see why Rob was so damn excited. Like
Yeah,
yeah, I could go for it, Rob.
yeah,
Yeah,
because like I said, when you talk about breeding exotics, like he said, man, the game is crazy. But then when you see people who come out with dogs like that, and 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 you think to yourself, like, can you put extreme features on something that little? You feel
well,
me?
I don't think is more or less. I don't think it's necessarily can you put extreme features on it. I think what the problem is people overdo it and they go too far with the extreme. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Or
you
they
got
don't. Or they don't fix the flaws that they have before going extreme.
yeah,
And it just becomes a mess.
because
But
it goes
they you also gotta understand that about 70-80% breeding these dogs nowadays, they're not into fixing. They're
It's
into
true.
catching some cash. They're not into
Very
mastering
true.
the breed or what their vision. They just hear about this, the owner of that dog, without mentioning any names, or that stud making half a million a year, million a year. You know what I'm saying? So their mind goes crazy. I want to catch up with that. I don't give a damn what I'm gonna breed as long as I have the name of the dog in, and I'm just gonna go
Hmm.
with it.
I agree 100%
Right.
with
Well, hey, well, Floyd says, does he produce the same
about the
thing?
dog, more about an individual's pockets.
Hey, Floyd says, does he produce the same thing, or is he a one-hit wonder? I can answer that, bro. I've been following this dog since he really first hit the scene, and bro, he is producing a consistent look for sure. The top line, especially them feet.
I'm gonna raise my hand. Last night I was called to some dudes from Southgate area. Those are real
Okay.
homies, like real LA homies from Southgate area. They
Oh
they
yeah.
wanted to do a repeat, but not with him, with his nephew, Covey. I have a dog named Covey, a lilac boy, his nephew off of his sister. So I went over there, and they showed me three dogs, three bullies they kept from the first breeding. and I was impressed. I was totally impressed how small, compact, and freaky muscular they are. They're shorter than 5150, short back, short everything. I was just
Mm.
impressed, man. It's just crazy how they look to me at 10 months. I was like, God, how are they going to look at 16 months?
Yeah, see, 5150 for me, the reason I was looking into them, because, everybody know there's definitely a lot of bulldog in my program, and I buy those type of dogs that I feel have bulldog in their program.
Nice.
Um, but if you look at my dogs, and I'll send you a screenshot, their feet ain't really bad. They have a little splay feet. Um, and that's where dogs like 5150 to me, you feel me, comes into play for us exotic breeders or Brahma breeders or hybrid or even shorty bull. I feel whatever you're trying to really breed, a dog like 5150 is almost necessary. And even with the American Bully, I feel the people
Yeah,
that
all like 51 is definitely needed to clean up a whole lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially when you go when you would make the attempt to go so damn short. You get what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
the ideal lineup of 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 a particular breed of dog is supposed to be exactly the same. The only difference is supposed to be the height. Now
yeah,
when
but
you
even when you look at some of the American Bullies, bro, some of the American Bullies be missing breed type.
we get that, but
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
That's true. That
yeah,
is true. That's
Yeah.
true, Robert.
that's
They are
definitely
missing it.
that's a
Yes.
100% correct. But what I'm saying is, when you get down to a dog like 5150, it meets and hits the categories that it's supposed to at that height. You get what I'm saying? You look at
Yeah,
that dog, and then you sit back and look. Well, okay, American Bully should look like this at this height, so I can imagine what it should look like when you get up to XL. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Let me
Yeah.
ask you this, Rami, because his feet are extremely tight. Was that something and that's something that's a problem with exotics, bullies, from pockets all the way to XLs. Was that something that was in your mind when you created him? Because I mean, his feet are extremely tight. You just don't see that in a lot of the, especially the exotic, the smaller dogs.
Yeah. Uh, one thing I can't stand in dogs, easty wisty. I
Got you.
cannot
Got
stand east to westy in dogs. I just drives me crazy. I don't.
you. I
That's
feel
just
you.
a personal opinion. Some people don't see it's a big deal. They don't like, but to me, I can't. I'm not gonna own a dog that it has easty wisty. So
There you go.
the
A man of
mom
my
is
own heart.
clean. Say again.
I said, a man of my own heart. I kick a dog off the yard if his feet ain't right.
Yeah, you got to start there.
Yeah. So yeah, I again I bred to suicide because the reason. Okay, so I was about to. Okay, so I had two different studs in my head to breed to, either Suicide or Fat Boy. Okay, Fat Boy, I didn't see him winning, but I've seen a lot of people going after Fat Boy and breeding to him. I never
Got you.
go after hype. I never do that. I just want something in my vision. But I have seen Suicide winning different shows, three, four different shows, best in shows. Just like Boulder, he won best in Rumble in the Jungle. Boulder is a very clean exotic dog. Well, the owner would probably not gonna like exotic word. He doesn't like the exotic thing,
yeah,
but he's an exotic dog, right? I would breed to Boulder, but you gotta have to choose the right female because that crazy smashed face on him. You have to choose that female that will fix that crazy smashed face on him. So again, go back
Right.
to your question. Yeah, I need a cleaner dog to breed to. So that's why I chose Suicide, because three, four times.
yeah,
That I definitely respect that. And see, I appreciate when you hear breeders, you know what I'm saying, point out the things that they really don't want in their program instead of just accepting shit because
Exactly.
I want this particular aspect, but I'm going to allow this to lack and that to lack, and I'll just clean it up later on. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely respect what you're trying to do.
Well, and that's why I always say when it comes to people that breed dogs in the American Bully or exotic community, we spend our time more of fixing things than actually breeding for good standards and good structured dogs. You feel me? Because it's like, when you do a breeding and you have a dog that's slightly easty wasty, stiff stifles, weak pasterns, you feel me, and slight high rear, and then you see another dog that has great features, but okay, this dog can clean up the feet. So you do more breedings to clean up dogs than you do to actually create nice dogs.
And see, and
Exactly.
that's where the problem lies. You know what I'm saying? That's where the problem lies. You have all these chefs in the kitchen. Oh, I can fix that. Or I can add a little of this. I can fix that. And the actual problem never gets fixed because it's never eliminated.
So Rami, what do you feel is the best features about 5150 that most people breed to him for?
Uh, I guess I don't know. I guess the whole entire dog altogether. It's just the front, the proportion of his body structure, the muscle. He's got thick rear, muscular rear. Very very crazy muscular front, very wide. Nice, nice head on him. I'm not saying it's a crazy big head, but it's a perfect for his size. So people just love how he looks. And I notice people love that blue color.
Does he have a
Believe me, huh?
does he have a full tail?
Full tail on my yard is a must. I would not keep a
Mm.
dog with kink tail or three-quarter of a tail. Not gonna be in my yard. I
I'm
will, I
coming.
will not breed the dog.
I'm coming to Cali. I fuck with him. I'm coming to Cali, bro.
You,
I'm
I
coming
mean,
to
I
you gotta
mean,
understand.
the Bulldogs.
You gotta understand. I come from game dogs.
There you
So
go.
I got that mentality. Game dogs, razor's edge. Then
Well,
the bull. You know what I'm saying? I can't have.
well, Remy, unfortunately, we hear that a lot. We get that statement a lot. Oh, I came from game dogs. I came from game dogs. But those same people are accepting the flaws that you're not. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? So when I
It's
hear it, it's
it's
like,
that.
oh,
It's the cash. They're not. They're accepting the flash because they're after the cash, the
exactly,
money. They do
exactly.
it for the money. They're not doing it because that's what they like. It's different. It's two different things. They hear the owner of that stud making $1 million a year, seeing all these exotic cars, the flashy stuff going on, and
Mhm.
on social media, on their pages. They want to be like them, especially the youngsters.
Oh,
19, 20, 22, 23, all the way maybe to 30. They want
mm,
to they want to catch up with that cash. They want to
oh
get
yeah.
into the game. You know.
That's that quick come up. So they
I
think,
mean, for me right now, I'm still in the process of creating. You feel me? So if I get a tail, I mean, granted, I want a tail, but right now I'm not. I'm back to rebuilding my foundation. So right now, I'm not saying that's high on my priority list, but definitely straight feet, straight top line, and no tongue hanging out the mouth. Like I said, that tongue, man, you definitely listen. You gotta go. If your dog tongue cannot go in his mouth, bro, I'm sorry, he's not coming in this house.
now, Remy, let me ask you this question: if you do a breeding, right? Like, say you do your next breeding, and you have, let's say, you produce a litter of maybe 6 to 8 pups, right? Now, half of those pups are I say probably 60 to 70% of what you actually look for, and then the other half are like way left, like way off the radar. Do you do that? Do you redo that breeding?
Maybe not.
Can you hear me?
Maybe. Yeah, I hear you. Maybe
Okay,
maybe I won't do the breeding again. I won't repeat the breeding. Possibility I won't.
okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, because of
Uh,
course,
I I I I I uh, I like I like to I like to produce top notch quality. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So if 60% came out nice, and I already focus and I already know what I should be, how I breed that female again with which male, I will correct the mistake or whatever was missing in the puppies. You know,
Okay.
I will breed it with a different stud that will give me what I was looking for.
Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, Kenny
Right.
Wayne. Kenny Wayne, when we do our interviews, can't nobody tap into the interviews. Next Friday it'll be a free for all Friday, and then everybody can tap in. So if it's something from this live that you want to talk about, just jot some notes down or inbox me, and then you can come on and jump on next week. For the new people jumping on, y'all make sure y'all share the live, man. But go ahead.
Now, Remy, now, what's your thoughts on far as because we don't see a lot of it these days as far as pet homing dogs that you don't feel meet your criteria of what the dog is supposed to look like or supposed to act like. Because nowadays you,
Can you repeat that again?
I said, what's your thoughts and feelings as far as pet homing go? You know, dogs that you produce that don't meet your criteria. Do you agree with pet homing them, or do you just try to get rid of those dogs for the same price as the quality dogs?
No, no. Okay. So look, if I produce a dog that is a pit home quality, I get a lot of hits from not breeders. People would love to have bullies,
Yeah.
and I'll explain to them how the dog gonna look like in a year,
Uh-huh.
so they have an idea. And I sell them cheap. When I mean cheap, is like cheap.
Yeah.
And I give them a paperwork, and I tell them how this dog look like. You know, so I'm being honest. I have produced one female, and I told her some people in Cali that she didn't turn out to be close to what I had in mind.
Mm-hmm.
They told me about it, and I was very, very disappointed how she turned out. They don't know what I'm about to do, but I have a litter on ground. I'm gonna choose the first female, pick female of that litter. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
make sure I deliver her myself to them for free.
Oh, okay. Because
Yes.
because in your mind she didn't turn out nowhere near what the expectation.
So in a situation like that, even though that's a humble gesture, in a situation like that, do you take back the female they oh he, oh do you take
No,
back
but
the
I will
female
tell.
that they had?
No, because they got attached to her. You know,
Yeah.
they got family. They got attached to her. I'll tell them, look, you keep the female. I'm giving you a different female because it's not what I'm looking for. You guys paid some heavy money for that. This is not what you wanted, what you expected. I apologize for this. I'm gonna again. I have two litters on ground. Want to choose the best first pick female of all 15 puppies, and I will deliver her hand myself to their door house.
So do you let them keep the breeding rights to the first female too?
I will talk to them about it.
Okay.
I'll tell them not to, but it's up to them. I will
Yeah,
suggest not
they
to.
already have the paperwork. So at this point,
They do have the paperwork,
yeah. So at this point,
but
it,
I will suggest not to.
Yeah, that's I mean, Brandon says you're a good dude, Remy, and hey, and you want to know something that people like that we don't get enough credit. You know, in the American bully community or exotic community, you know, we hear about the disaster breedings, we hear about the disaster business, but you never really hear about the people like Remy who says, "Well, listen, this is what I feel this dog is going to turn out like," and then a dog doesn't turn out like that, and then he comes back and says, "Well, listen, since it
well,
didn't, since that's not what you wanted, and that's not what I thought the dog was going to turn out like, here you go."
well,
You
you
could
know, you know why? Because certain people actually do things from the heart and don't need a pat on the back for doing what they feel is the right thing. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
no, you don't see a lot of that. A lot of that's not gonna be publicized. You know what I'm saying? Because they do what they do because it's natural to them. It's just like, okay, this didn't work out. I'm gonna correct it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, and Avalon Bullies. I don't know if you can see the comments, Remy, but Avalon Bully says, "When can I stop by and check them out?" I mean, I think that should be more of an inbox talk.
Yeah, I don't see the comment. I don't see the comment, but I tell everybody out here in Cali, they're all welcome to come and check him out and take your photo with 5150. I got tons of photo with people 5150. So yeah, come and check him out.
Yeah,
Look,
because
the
at first
dog.
when I was seeing 5150 at first, like I said, it was the usual, grass shots and stuff like that. And then when I started seeing them taking pictures with different people, it was like cool. Then you started seeing them on concrete. Then you started seeing them with different people at shows. Then it's like, and then I started looking at his production. I'm like, damn, he's throwing them feet on everything.
Yeah. Well,
Correct.
I think a lot of people might be amazed or shocked that a dog that small can look that well and that well put together. You get what I'm
I mean,
saying?
we have another camp out here that is um similar. I would say similar. I'm not going to mention any names. I would say similar, but it's not too many people out there because that's always been a concern of mine. Can you put the bull features on a 10, 11-inch dog and this dog still be healthy?
Yeah.
Yes, you gotta breed them right. You gotta breed them right. You gotta see how they're both parents, how healthy they are. You gotta breed them right.
You can't cheat.
You gotta breed them right.
So
You
would you?
can't.
So, oh, go ahead.
I bred him to one of my best females ever. This is I name her. I always say she's my daughter. She's a black female. Her name is Samara. Right. She's 6 years old. Right now she's 6 years old. I bred him, and I knew what I was gonna get out of it.
Mm.
There is a male out of this litter in North Carolina. Okay. I know, my man. That's what I said. He's badass. He's crazy badass. And there is a female in South Florida with the ballistic bullies. She's also crazy badass. I mean, the whole litter just turned out to be exactly what I want. Samara is Dax line with the razor's edge in her.
Okay.
So she's got that crazy. She's short as him, same heights, a little longer back, but she just acts like a true razor's edge. She's got all the bully features, but she's a razor's edge, clean bite, everything, and I champion her.
I mean, I definitely salute you, bro, coming from that Miyagi blood to the Dax with Phenom and all of that, and then put it into a micro dog like that looks from what I can see functional and great as hell to me.
Thank you. Appreciate it, my man.
So what do you see for okay, so do you think have you ever bred 5150 to any more of the bulldogish looking dogs?
Personally or outside?
Outside, or even personally.
Dude, he has been bred to so many females. He's got 73 breeding done. So I don't get to see all the females.
73.
Yeah.
So with that being said, what direction are you planning on? Is this your look? And you just want to reproduce that? Okay, so you just are constantly trying to create this look then. You're not trying to take it any other direction then.
I'm very happy with this look.
There you go.
And I want to continue just keeping this look. I love the color. That grayish color. It's not even blue. It's very light blue. It's a grayish color. I love the look. Everybody likes the look. I don't know if you guys agree with it. It's a very distinguished look.
I like it. I like it, definitely.
So let me explain this. This is what you have to realize. This is what's so amazing that Daryl and Jerome likes your dog. They are XL breeders. they're XL breeders. You feel me? And they're picky and judgmental and haters.
Look at it.
Stop it.
So to get them actually admiring the dog too, especially Jerome, because every blood in your dog Jerome can't stand. So to put that together on a dog and say, man, this is a nice little dog.
Yeah, I like the little dude. Now my question is this. You said he's done 73 breedings so far. So like
Jerome said, are you a millionaire?
No, I'm just saying at 73 breedings, don't you feel like you're being a little too free with that style, with that look? Like
too free?
Like a little too generous with it? You get what I'm saying?
Why not? I I never hold back on giving a tip to anybody. You know, if they ask me any question, I never hold back on educating or giving a tip to anyone that asks me. You know,
Yeah,
so I will not hold back on my on the look that I have for anybody. You know,
so at this point in time, you're just, as far as you're concerned, if you want to breed to them, come on, let's go.
no problem. Breed to them.
But you want to know something, Jerome? Usually, I would say, I don't kind of agree with that part, like just breeding a dog. But when you look at 5150's production, bro, he's really damn near like conquering the litter, bro.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Right.
mean,
You feel me?
Right.
that. I mean, I
So,
totally
so it's
understand
like if you come and you got high rear, easty westy feet. I mean, I'm not saying I'd breed it, but I do believe that 5150 is the dog to use if you want to go that direction. Because when you look at his production, bro, I mean, bro, them feet. Like I said, I'm in love with them feet, bro. That dog made me a feet man.
like
Yeah.
I,
You feel me?
Yeah.
like I said earlier, you know what I'm saying? Looking at that dog, I believe that dog could clean up a whole lot of shit. But you know what I'm saying? Put a dog like that in my possession, like at this point in time, he might have 15 breeders. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if you want to fix the community, if you are a person who is generally out here care about the health of these dogs, and you have a dog that you know that can contribute good factors to the community, to the American Bully or exotic, why hold it back?
Well, because
But that's kind of the debate in the community is,
just
you get some people to say, okay, I got a good dog, I'm gonna put it out there for everybody. You get other people to say, okay, I got a good dog, I'm gonna be selective with who I breed to.
yeah.
And it's kind of up to the individual. I really don't have, in all these years I've been thinking along those lines, I still don't really know which one is the answer. You know what I'm saying?
Well, honestly, I don't feel either one is the right or wrong answer. It comes down to decisions. You know what I'm saying? On that particular individual. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm just so picky and I'm so selective when it comes to breedings that, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying, what you say. You know what I'm saying? If I don't feel like the dog that you're bringing to the table fits the criteria to carry on this lineage, to carry on this name, then I can't do nothing for you. And that's just me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but I get it. But see, you got to look at other people's.
My hat goes off to Remy for what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. I'm just speaking from my personal
Yeah,
perspective.
but think about
Especially
this.
because he's throwing his look, so it's
Yeah,
kind of, it's like if you don't know he's throwing his look, then you kind of got to be careful who you go to. But
yeah,
once the
Yeah, but
dog
see,
starts proving itself, then it's like, okay, let's go ahead and
yeah. Because
give you this out and help out the
Like
community.
Rob said, he's dominating most lists. So why
yeah,
not?
Exactly.
and then when you look at it, I believe for somebody to want to use a dog like 5150, you have to have a vision to have a clean dog. You have to. That's number one. And number two, you have to know this person's vision. What if this person says, I want to go to Remy and use his dogs. So I'm going to breed to a 5150 son first. And then I'm going to take that. And my female, she may have a little easty westy, slight high rear, stiff stifles, but I'm going to take this dog to one of 5150 sons first. And then I'm going to take a daughter off of that back to 5150. So you have to look further into what people are thinking for their program to what they're doing instead of saying, no, that dog does not fit what I feel I should breed to.
Right.
So
Well,
no,
I
I'm
agree.
not going to do it.
the problem with that is, and I'm pretty sure everybody can agree with it, that a lot of people, they look at the dog and they're like, okay, I can use that dog. But they're not looking at the aspect that he can bring to the program. They're looking at attaching that name and that damn pedigree.
True.
I
You know
get
what
that. So Remy,
True.
I have a question for you. Have somebody came to you with the female that you were just totally like, nah, bro, I can't do this.
In my mind, yes, but I agree.
Right.
And
I
okay,
feel
and
you.
how did and in your opinion, how did that litter turn out? Did it turn out like you would have had
I don't, I
expected it
don't,
to?
I don't follow up. If they don't show me, I can't follow up with everybody. You gotta understand. I literally get hit up 50 plus messages per day. People asking stud fees and pedigree and puppies and all this, and I just can't keep up. Messages gets pushed down. I can't figure out the messages
Right.
where I don't
Right.
get to see these messages again. You get pushed down all the way in the messages center, and I can't find him. And I can't remember all the names.
Let me ask you this: out of the 73 breedings, you know, with them being extremely versatile, because you got the exotic world who's looking to get smaller, you got the American bully world that's looking for a conformation and a certain look, and then you got this dog that kind of has that all together. Who's coming to you the most, pocket people or exotic people?
Both. It's
Okay,
equal. But
gotcha.
mainly, I got more of the ABKC people. The more of I had people
The pocket
coming
world.
with the confirmation more, and people want to shrink their dogs, like pockets and standard, and they want to shrink their dogs. I had some beautiful Louis V females bred to him, and they produce phenomenal. Magoo, there's someone in Hawaii had a Magoo daughter bred to him, and he had 7 puppies. They're looking crazy gorgeous.
Okay,
It's just like you can imagine Magoo's body structure on a female, thickness and everything with him. So it's just obviously. And one thing good about 50 on 50, what I really noticed, he 70% of the puppies, they have his DNA. For some reason, he has a superior DNA that he stamps his puppies, his productions.
So they
gotcha.
said Kenny Wayne says was 5150 the best dog out of his litter.
Yes. As far as male, yes.
Got you. And he's pushing his look. So
Yeah.
that's
So
because
so
sometimes you can get the best one out of the litter, but they don't throw their look.
in your opinion, from what you've seen so far being bred to 5150, what would you consider so far the best blood to breed 5152?
Probably will be Louis V line, Veneno. I bred to Veneno. I bought a granddaughter, Veneno granddaughter. God, I mean everybody has a litter. There were 8 puppies in that litter. I kept one female, and I sold the rest. And I can tell you, everyone has some of these letters. They're coming back to me. Were telling me it's a mind blowing. Now they're just barely hit year old, so they get to see the actual results, of how the dog looks like. So they're all coming back to me, telling me that we wanna inbreed, those females back to 5150. So let me tell you one thing: about 70 to 80% of people bought females off of 5150. They're heading me back to do an inbreeding because they want to lock in that look and that
And
body
then move
structure.
forward.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
okay, have you done
Hey,
any
hold on, Daryl. Hey,
inbreedings with
Daryl.
him
Hey,
as of
Daryl.
yet?
Hold on. Hey, Daryl. Before you ask that question, look, we've been on the live for an hour. Y'all know how we do it.
Somebody else down the street.
Y'all share the live, bro, so we can keep the live going. But yeah, y'all gotta share, bro, so we keep the live going. All right, go ahead, Daryl.
Rami, have you done it? How have you done any inbreedings with him yet? And how did that turn out if you did?
Not yet. Personally,
Okay.
not yet. I bred him back to his sister, man. And
Okay.
I mean, listen. As far as inbreeding, I'm sorry. Let me take that back. Yes, I bred him to his mom.
Okay.
I bred him to his mom, and I kept a female of that, a blue tri female named Loza. She's crazy.
Okay.
She's crazy, and I'm breeding Loza. She just got on heat a couple days ago, so I'm gonna breed her this week, God willing, or whenever she's ready. To a badass male, man. Like probably the most underground, unknown male to the bully community, and he comes exactly. He's a Brim son.
Oh, that's the dog you were
Okay.
telling me about
Brimson.
earlier that you do. Yeah.
He is. He should have been. He should have been on the top of the damn studs worldwide. And I don't want to mention more than that because I want to keep him exclusive for me.
Well, see,
I feel
usually when
you.
people say stuff like that, I'll be like, man, I don't know about that. But the way your dogs look and the way that you talk about breeding, and what you're trying to produce, man. I mean, I would have to almost say, pretty. That's pretty. That's pretty dope.
Let
That's
me tell
pretty
you,
dope.
he will stack next to GC, and he's something. He's something. I mean, look, they share the same sire, right?
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
they
that
share the
definitely
same.
makes sense.
Right.
But
Yeah.
he was stacked next to him, and I'm pretty sure. Listen, I'm gonna fly to that owner. I'm gonna make him an offer as a co-own. If I have that dog in my hands, I probably will make him one of the top 5 worldwide.
I mean,
There you go.
I believe 5150 can do that too. But is there a reason? That's the question I was gonna ask. Is there a reason that you're not showing 5150 in the ring?
Where do I show him? In an exotic ring or ABKC?
Well, you can't go ABKC. He's too short for that.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna show him exotic.
Who said that?
What? No, he's too short. He's
He
not
is.
a tip.
He's like an 11-inch dog, bro. He's not.
Bruh, you can put his ass in the damn pocket class.
Yeah, it would be considered a flaw, but it don't stop him from winning.
Yeah. It don't stop him from making them other motherfuckers look bad.
Well, that is definitely true. Well, see, like I said, when he goes to shows, I've never seen 5150 in person. I'm definitely gonna see him in person if I choose to use him. But
It's a flaw, but it's not a DQ.
So
Him being so short, it's a flaw. It would
I don't
be
know. I don't know about that. I think well, see, if that's true, if that is true, what you're saying, Rome, if that is true, then I see why people are complaining about the ABKC. Because if your dog does not, come on, bro, your dog at least got to at least meet the standard height, at least that.
Nah, that's how most breeds are done. Because you figure you only have 2 inches to hit most breeds. So if you fall in short or you go above, it's considered a flaw. Their main thing for dogs is structural issues that'll disqualify you.
And aggressive shit like dude that almost got ate up in that ring on that video. He almost got ate up, bro. Hey, listen, check this out. Your dog come after me, bro. You getting out the ring. He backed up, bro. I would have been in the crowd. That big ass dog almost ate him alive.
what did he did that judge get hurt? I didn't see the rest of it.
I have not heard. Apparently, that was like 2 years ago. For some reason, it just leaked out recently.
I heard somebody say, "Hey, you better get out the ring. He wants you."
That was you, my man. I didn't even notice you.
Yeah, that was man, that yeah, it was like 2 years ago, and then somehow it wasn't me. Somebody actually sent it to me, and then when I posted it, I got a bunch of flack. But it was actually a couple other people posting it. But yeah, and what's crazy about it is not only does he snap at the person, somehow the dude drops the leash on accident.
Because he was scared.
Right,
because you want to know why he dropped that leash? Because he was probably the handler and not the owner.
That's probably what it was.
He was scared,
man.
Y'all give me a second. I'm gonna
use
the
he got hit hard.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Cool.
Yeah, because I'm sorry. Look, if your dog take off on me, I'm finna be getting my ass out the ring while telling you to get your ass out the ring. But I'm not finna just stand there with that big ass dog trying to bite me. Come on now.
Hey, but on real shit, I would throw that little motherfucker in the ring. Personally,
I would too.
I would go there and bang him out. I'll make them put me out the damn ring. Personally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you want to know something? Because the people that know me on here, my kennel partner on here too. My goal that I was thinking after this breeding I just did was to take 5150 to Oreo. Because see, Oreo is more like, she's a female, bro, and that bitch is wide. She's extreme, but she has nice features about herself. So I was thinking about taking 5150 to her to basically throw that tail in there. Like I said,
the whole thing is you got to stop fucking with them damn bulldogs.
Bro, check this out.
They gotta stop being your fix all.
When you got
ding.
Bro, when you got dogs like 5150, bro, and he over here listening, he looking like, bro, y'all better quit talking about me, bro. Stop fucking up my money. He over here like, but no, when you have dogs like 5150, bro, especially the way Oreo is bred too, bruh, like that would damn near kill it for sure.
I mean, I feel You know what I'm saying? Ain't
Go
nothing.
to
I'm
5150 would be that would
all
be a
about
good one.
shit.
Look at him, bro, and he's standing up. He looked like he's that dog is standing up,
Yeah, he's standing straight up.
and
That's
he
what.
nice. But see, like I said, his pictures make it seem like his bowls or like he got knots in his arm that's too big. But when you see the dog, now I see why.
It's muscle.
Yeah, bro,
It's muscle. It's a little bit of bow, but for the most part, it's muscle that's exaggerating it, not the
that,
bow is exaggerating it.
Hey, my question is, can you jump off that couch without hurting yourself?
Call
who
him.
Man,
me or the dog? Oh,
Call him.
you want to
I'm
see
talking
it?
about 50.
Y'all want to see it?
I'm 50, little lady, man. That's what I
bro.
want.
Hey, like I said, my goal is, bro, I'm locking in 5150. That's already a plan. Like I talk about the dog too much. My thing is, I just wanted to spend some time watching his production, being bred to the different style of dogs and stuff like that, and seeing
Yeah,
what he's producing.
yeah,
Yeah.
boy's nice, and that's coming from me. So that's major.
Now, Rami, have you measured his head?
No, I never did. I never did.
You know how he got a nice little block on him.
He do,
Huh?
like he
Yeah.
said.
He has a
He
nice blocky head on him. Really nice one. He
Oh, yeah.
Very
produces
nice.
bigger heads than him. I mean,
And I like that muzzle.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
So
it looked like a cool 2-finger. Like I said, bro, I believe on an exotic. I believe a 2-finger muzzle on an exotic is necessary for breathing, bro. I do.
yeah, I agree. He's a good looking boy.
And I
So
like his
when
and I
you
like his
see,
jaws.
yeah,
hey,
his jaw muscles stand out.
you know something? And I'm gonna say this. He almost looks like and I might catch my hell for saying this, but he almost looks like a better put together version of China Boy.
Well, okay, but you want to know something? I can go with that. I can go with that because
I didn't even
bro,
think about that.
I talked to
I mean,
somebody about why wouldn't they breed a China Boy daughter to a dog like 5150 because China Boy is just a more extreme version.
and that might be something. That might be something hellacious.
Yeah,
You know,
especially if he's saying people bred
Hold up,
Magoo.
did Rome just say hellacious?
yeah.
Yeah.
You been reading or something?
Hey, man, hey, bro, I just came home. I couldn't do nothing but
Bro, especially when he says he bred somebody with a Magoo daughter bred to him and produced amazing. I don't see why you wouldn't think to fucking breed a China Boy because the pedigree match up, the colors. I see something real consistent doing something like that.
yeah.
Definitely. I would love to collaborate with Eddie. Eddie's a hell of a dude. If he wants to bring a female here, I'm ready.
Okay, so in
Yeah,
your
that would be
opinion,
tight.
so since you know the dogs, would you rather take a China Boy female to 5150 or a little China female to 5150?
Either or. Either or. To me, it's gonna
Okay.
be. I would love to see the result of both, but either or, I'm okay with both. But I would like to have Eddie sometimes into this interview. Bring him in.
That'd be dope.
I would like to talk to probably not have an interview with Eddie, George Aguilar, Cloud, the owner of Pheno.
I'll see if I can put
Yeah.
it together and make it happen.
Make
Get
it
to
happen.
work, Rob. Get to work.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Definitely George Aguilar. I want to pick on his brain a little bit. You know, he's got a lot of knowledge.
It's a
He's
dope
been breeding
idea.
dogs for a long time. He definitely produced over 500 puppies. So he have seen a lot of different styles of puppies. And he remember he owned dogs that they're very famous. You know, some of the best people produced colored dogs is Eminent. You know, bullies, Cloud and his brothers. Definitely, I want to talk to Eddie. I would like to. Who else I want to be? You know, I would like to see them on the interview. Who else, gentlemen? Who you would like to have? You know, bring to the show?
I think you and Eddie would be dope. I think George would be dope also. I think just for
Man,
everybody to
you
be
want
able
to
to
know
sit and
something?
just listen to you guys would be a dope thing.
I would definitely love to see you, Eddie, and Louise
Who's Luis? Who's?
with Bape.
Oh, he's. I don't know if he would wanna deal with. You think he's into exotics? He just wants to do exotics.
Yeah,
I
but
would
most
love to
people,
hear him. I mean, definitely would love to hear
but
him.
I think most people that breed exotics, well, people, okay, because I know those guys have been breeding for years. They just chose a route. You feel me? But I believe people like that, because like I said, even though they got into the Bape line, before they got Bape, they owned Hayes. And when you look at Hayes, if you try to match up Hayes with a dog like 5150, I think production with those can go be bred together and still produce great dogs.
Correct.
You feel me? So I think that would be a hell of an interview. You, Eddie, Luis, um, and it's not because of the style of dogs, it's because of what you guys want, how you
Well,
guys.
what I like about it, especially with Rami and Eddie, is I think there's very few people when we first got into bullies, we knew we wanted to hit an angle that nobody else really had. And that's what we're working on. And I think when I look at Rami and 5150 and I look at Eddie and a China boy, while everybody's talking about all these other things, you guys are pretty much have your own little lane. You want to call us exotic? Cool. You want to call us American bully? Cool. I know what it is. This is what I'm going to be producing. And that's why I think it will that you and Eddie kind of have the same mind frame where it's just like this is my lane and there's nobody else in it. And I think that's dope when you're able to do that with dogs. You know what I'm saying? Because not many people are able to accomplish that.
Hey,
So for
Heather,
you to be
how's
able
it
to do
going?
it consistently is dope.
Well, I don't even feel like it's not too many that can accomplish it. I feel like it's not too many that's making an attempt to do it.
So let's say this,
That's
Remy,
true too.
what female do you want to breed 5152 from the dogs that's out there that you see? What female would you be like, man, this would really do some damage?
That's a good question.
Uh, there are a couple of females in mind. I want to collaborate definitely with Ash. She has badass females. She asked me about 5150 before, but she never came through yet. I don't think she understands how 5150 looks in person, but I would like her. A couple of people she knows, they vouch for 5150 for her. So she has some females off of Golden Child that they are phenomenal. And if she breeds them to 5150, she will have the probably top of the world litter.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about,
That's a
right?
good point.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So
So
another
Golden
question.
Child is owned by Ash?
yeah.
No. She
I
has a
thought
She a
female off of
female.
him. She bred to him.
Okay. Got
oh,
you. Got you.
So
Ash,
what studs? If you can name three studs that you like, three studs out there that you like, three top studs that you like, what would they be? Excluding the one you bred to. You ain't got to mention him. He could be your fourth one. You ain't got to mention him. But
So
three other ones.
three more
Yeah, three
different
other ones.
studs. Oh man, I have to think about it right now. It's I don't know, man. I would breed to China Boy, no problem. Oh, there is a dog I met at the last ABKC show in Texas, and the owner lives in Texas. He's off of Golden Boy. He's a lilac try. He's phenomenal, and I will breed to him. So I have this boy in mind. I forgot. Oh, his name is Cowboy. I have this boy
Mm.
in mind. I'm gonna breed to him,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna
Cowboy is nice.
not that cowboy that got sold to London. No, his name is
Oh,
Cowboy. That one, his name is Cowboy. Not that Cowboy. It's a different. He's a golden child son, and I've seen him with my own eyes at 7 months. And I told the guy he's phenomenal. I will definitely breed to him. So I want to breed to that boy. One. I want to breed to Boulder. I just need to ride the right female. Boulder, the one that won Best in Show in Rumble in the Jungle.
yeah, Boulder's nice too.
Yeah, I'm gonna breed to Boulder, and there is another dog here in California, North Cali. I can't remember the name of the dog. He's also same bloodline as 5150. He's a suicide grandson. He's
Is it
chocolate.
is it is it Crown?
No, no, it's not Crown. I know Joe. Joe, listen, man, you guys gotta Joe. I love Danny. Danny is one of the most awesome dudes you can talk to in this bully community. God, for real. Danny is Joe's son, and he's the co-owner of Crown. Um, and no, that dog I'm talking about, I think maybe named Sigma or something. He's a chocolate dog. He's off of God. I can't remember the name. I might have to look into my Facebook really quick to remember the name. He's nice. He's chocolate. He's very well put together. He's beautiful, beautiful. And I think I'm gonna breed him to Veneno granddaughter. She's also chocolate.
Hey,
There's
Yeah,
another, yeah, yeah.
that
There's
last
another dog I really like too. I would like to breed to Fortnite.
I got you.
Fortnite with John. I don't know what state he's at, but that's another dog that I would like to breed to. So these 3, 4 dogs definitely on my list if I want to go out of my yard.
Because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I like Crown, but I think that's more because I'm trying to go. On one of the sides of what I'm trying to do is I want to be able to guarantee color. So I want to definitely lock in that lilac tri, real good on the end, but I also still want to keep the features but clean. 5150, like I said, man, that's a fucking amazing dog, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Bruh, I've been following that dog forever.
How old
Yeah,
is he?
he's 2.5 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I remember
Yeah,
when
but when I
Joe,
first,
when Danny saw 5150 first time, when we met at Warner Center, the pit clinic, Danny looked at me and looked at the dog and looked at me and looked at the dog. He put him on his truck. The dog was in his truck. He says, Rami, this is the best micro I have ever seen so far. And listen, Danny is not easy to say a statement like that because all he
yeah,
produces badass dogs. So
yeah,
it meant a lot to me. It meant a lot to me. And again, Danny's one of the people will never hold the tip to give anybody. I mean, he's a hell of a dude.
yeah. Like I said, I'm trying to get that I'm trying to perfect the color and a look. But like I said, with dogs like, man, you can't beat the dog like 5150, man, because he has it all and he produces it. And that was my main concern. Like, can he produce it? And that's what took me so long following him and not locking him in because I've been doing this a long time.
Right.
So no, I don't really care about stud specials. You feel me? If the dog is worth using, I'll pay whatever it is that's worth using. But I would rather wait until I see what I need to see to make it a for sure thing.
And see what
100%.
it's doing. Right.
Right. Yeah.
What up with you? What up with you, Doug? So the future of 5150 in-house breedings. Uh, and if I ask you a question that you don't want to talk about, definitely you don't have to answer. We can move past it. But as far as in-house breedings that you have going on with 5150, in your opinion, since they're your dogs, what do you feel is gonna produce the best?
Oh man, the best in my opinion, and I just praying that this female takes his nephew his niece. Her name is Bebe. She's off of Prada, which is the letter mate sister. I already did the AI a couple days ago. I'm gonna do AI right after I finish with you guys. I'm gonna do another AI.
There
And
you go.
I have to tell you, this female is one of the best females my eyes have seen.
That's good. There you go.
I believe it.
So her and 5150. God, I'm gonna literally pray for this one. Literally pray and ask God to bless me with this.
Right. I know that feeling.
So how come dogs like 5150 is not why isn't he not at $5,000 or what is his stud credit at if you don't mind speaking about it? You don't have to, but
No, I don't mind. I will say it. He's at 3 right now. I'm planning on taking him to 5K at 3 years of age,
Okay.
which is he'll be 3 years of age at the end of July. So he's gonna be 5K at the end of July.
Bro, let me get on the reminder list, bro, before you go to 5K. How can I get on the reminder list? You feel me?
Let me ask you, what is the largest dog you bred him to? Like, have you had any standard breeders come to you, any XL breeders, or has it mostly been pockets?
Oh yeah, there is some dude in Florida bred the standard female to him,
Okay.
and he had only 2 puppies of that one.
Did you get a chance to see how they turned out or hear anything?
Yeah, he sold 1 puppy to some people also in Florida, and they hit me up and they say, "Oh, I have a 5150 son, and he's very very nice." He gave him one
Okay.
fawn, his mutt, and one blue tri.
But are you ever
Okay.
afraid with 5150 being so small? And like I said, to me, 5150 is a perfect dog. Perfect length, perfect width, perfect bone structure, perfect head. Are you afraid that breeding to a standard would bring that same size headpiece, same size bone, but with that standard height? Does that worry you any, breeding the standards?
No, but I wouldn't
Yeah,
do
it's
it
usually going to
myself.
be proportional. Because genetics are usually work in ratio. So,
There are
It might
yeah.
it might be proportional. It might come out. It might go all the way to the left. When I
Yeah.
mean go all the way to the left, it's like can go wrong. But if the female is the edge, it's not gonna go wrong. You already know. No
Right.
matter what, the edge female will fix that shit. Anything.
Yeah, so
That's
but
good.
it doesn't worry you that well nah, because like I said, I've seen 5150 production. I haven't seen a lot of the females that he's been bred to, but like I said, he damn near conquers the litter on everything. So
well, I mean, with that being said, I mean, he can pretty much go to anything.
He can
okay,
Yeah,
go
so
to
because
anything.
I got a
if a
question for
small
you.
dog like throws big heads and you take a larger sized dog that needs a bigger head, that smaller dog a lot of times will cause that dog to have offspring with bigger heads because he just has the genetics to throw bigger heads. It may not be as big on him because he's small, but he's
Yeah,
got the genetics. So and genetics will usually work in ratios when it comes to size.
I get.
Man, we remember I told you last night I went to do a repeat breeding with his nephew. I've
Yeah.
seen I've seen one of the dogs way past 5150 size, and the female is God. She's definitely anywhere 35 to 40 pound. Very very small.
Mm.
And I was shocked how that boy came out extreme like that, way past 5150 size, head thickness, everything. At 10 months old already.
Mm.
Well,
But
here's a
all
question for you.
the rest
Have
of
you
his litter
ever
mates, they were all small, very very small, smaller than 50.
Right.
sold a dog off 5150? Well, two questions. Have you ever sold a dog off 5150 that you regret selling? And have you ever sold a dog that you regret selling so bad you bought it back?
I sold the dog to my buddy Carol in Florida, in South Florida, Miami area, and
Yeah.
I don't regret because she's in good hands, and I know he's coming back to do an inbreeding,
There
so
you go.
I don't regret. No, no.
So
There's one dog I
have you ever
regret selling, but no, she was not off of 5150. She's off of
okay.
Veneno Nut.
Okay. Have you ever damn, I forgot the question I was gonna ask you. Oh well, move past it. I'll remember.
Yeah,
Anything
no,
anything
that's pretty much it for me. I mean, he's an amazing looking dog. To be able to take him to get him to shrink him down, maintain that muscle, maintain the structure, and like I said, his feet are. I mean, you just don't see that, on
Bro, remember
bullies
I
his
sent
size.
you a dog girl. I think it was a chocolate try, if I'm not mistaken, or a blue try that was off of 5150. And I highlighted it, man. Like, look at her feet. Like
You
she
show, yeah,
micro as
I remember
hell.
that.
Like, look
I
at her
remember that.
feet.
So
I remember that. Oh, see, I didn't remember she was off of 5150.
y'all don't send me nothing. I don't get no. I don't get to see the good stuff. They just send me pictures of the bad shit.
You be on the
Well, hey,
run all the
well,
time,
hey,
so
Larry, well, next time I'll mail you some.
Oh, you got jokes. You got jokes.
But yeah. So like I said, so with 5150 producing his look, um, your goal. I want you in your head, Rami. What do you think? Because as a breeder, we're never satisfied. So I'm sure there's some things about 5150 that you don't like, regardless of how good he looks to everybody else. So I want you to put together a perfect stud in your head. You feel me? Shape, height, size. What is that? And even weight. What does that look like to you?
Just again 5150. He's the one that I was looking for. Probably another 5 pounds with this frame, but it's gonna be hard to move the way he moves. With
Well, that's
five
easy. I mean,
pounds, you know what I'm saying? Five
weight is
pounds of
easy to put
thickness.
on.
Huh?
So if 5150 is everything that you're looking for, why do inbreedings with them in your own yard?
Because I want to keep that look. You're asking me
So
why
you're
I'm
trying.
breeding in my yard? Because I want to keep that look. For one, two, I breed him to nieces. I only breed him to his sister because his sister has a very off heat. Like she comes to heat 3 days bleeding and she completely stops for 4 or 5 days and then she bleed again and it's just off. Otherwise, I would have bred her to completely different dog. But I had to do the AI. As soon as I see her flagging, I did the AI. That's why I bred him to his sister. But I never had in mind to breed her to his sister, really. But that's the only reason I can't breed his sister to any other male because I can't figure out where she at with her numbers. So
So
every
in
time I
all,
saw her outside in the yard flagging, crazy flagging in his face, and he's going crazy on her, and I did an AI. I just did an AI. That was the only
right.
reason. I want to get her pregnant.
so in all actuality, you're not doing inbreedings, you're doing line breedings. Right there?
Line breedings.
You're
Right
Yeah,
breeding.
to his nieces. Yeah, to
Yeah,
his
that's a
nieces.
line breeding. It's a line breeding.
So has anybody ran a 5150 daughter back to him yet?
Not yet. I have the oldest daughter. Oh, I
Okay.
have the oldest daughter, and I did. I ran it back to his daughter. She gave me 3 puppies. 2 made it, 1 didn't make it. Both sold to Texas for a crazy high dollar.
Okay, so did you get the look that you were looking for?
Oh my goodness. More than I expected. They're
Mm.
mind blowing how they look, those females. Blue tries. They're mind blowing, man. Like they're
So
crazy beautiful.
do you double the price to come back? So if somebody wants to breed a 5150 daughter back to him, are you doubling his stud credit?
No, if I know the person, I only do it for a pop back deal. I want a female of that. If I
Got
know
you.
the person. If I don't
But
know
what
the
if they don't?
person, I
Okay,
haven't even thought over the price yet.
okay, and I'm asking these questions because I'm asking for me. I ain't asking for nobody.
Well, trust me, we all knew that. We all
Yeah. So,
Right. We can see that.
well, hey, I'm Robert. Nice to meet you, Robbie. We know each
you
other
gotta,
now.
you gotta
So,
look at it. Anytime Robert is grinning when he's asking the question, it's
It's
for
for
him.
himself.
So for him.
It's for
bro,
himself.
okay, but let's be honest, bro. I've been breeding these dogs a long time, and I like a lot of dogs, but I have never been super excited like I am. And that's not even my dog. I haven't bred to him. I've spoke to Rami maybe a couple times in messages and probably twice on the phone. Um, so I don't know this guy. I just admire his fucking dog, bro. And it's rare that I get excited like that about a dog that I'm sending to, bro. Daryl breeds XLs. I'm sending an XL breeder, little dogs. Like, hey, bro, check this out. You feel me?
No, he did. And when he sent it, I was shocked. I was like, wow, okay. I see where this is headed, and I like what I'm seeing. So
So
he's
what if the
definitely a
person?
phenomenal dog.
It
So
takes a
what if
lot
the?
to
So
like a dog that's 17.
so Rami, what if the? Hey, Rami, what if the person doesn't want to give you a pup back?
I will figure a price. I'll definitely figure a price. I
It's
haven't.
so
I
soft.
really haven't thought of it, but I will figure a price.
But see, the thing about it is, see, I can respect this thought process because in his mind, his thoughts is on improving what he has. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
in his mind, me getting a pup back is going to benefit me more in the long run than getting this
Okay,
cat.
but okay, well, let's say this since you brought that up. Are you asking for first pick pup back from people who do that?
Hell
Yes. First pick
yeah,
female.
definitely.
Oh,
First pick
first pick
female.
female.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I
Mostly,
could
you
roll
gotta
with something
understand.
like that.
Most people doing like bringing his daughter back to him. They're looking for a male. They already have a female,
Yep,
so they don't care about first pick female.
yep.
Exactly. And I was gonna say that I wouldn't because I would be looking for with a dog that is structured the way he is, I would be looking for something that would come out micro, clean as hell, and that would always be my cleanup dog to a point where that's all you would see in my pedigree is that dog.
Yep.
I mean, I can go for
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna go for it. What you mean? I'm just broke right
it.
now, so
Trust me, Rob. We can see it on your face that that's what
oh,
you're going.
bro, I'm over here.
Like,
Bro, listen, I don't know if
your
y'all can
face
see it, but
is
hey,
all
my cheeks are starting to hurt, bro. I'm smiling so hard, bro.
like,
I like the dog.
Darren can vouch for it. I saw it in your face before we even sparked up the damn live. I already knew what it
Bro,
was.
listen,
Yeah,
bro, Rami is a cool dude, but when I
I
hit him
appreciate
up,
it.
listen, but when I hit him up, I really didn't expect him to be as cool as he actually is and as generous and humble as he actually is. You know, I thought I was gonna get that. Oh, I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time for that. You know, that's what I thought I was gonna get. But talking to this dude, bro, it's like, especially if you have a phone call, he's warming. You feel me? He's a cool ass dude. You feel me?
Appreciate it, brother. Thank you. I'm very humbled. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
uh,
Thank you.
I'm extremely impressed.
I mean, me,
Thank
I'm
you.
just, I
Thank
mean,
you.
I
That's
ain't gonna
hard.
lie.
That's hard
I'm
to
just,
do.
I'm hyping it up because I'm looking for like a $5 discount or something like that. You know.
You gotta get your $5, homie. You gotta get the $5, no question.
Well, see, the thing with me is I'm not used to seeing dogs that small look that damn good. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
like in all honesty, like I've been dealing with Robert for a while. You know what I'm saying? I know the type of dogs he likes, and I know
No,
what
no, no. You know the type of dogs I breed for foundation, but you don't know the type of dogs I actually like.
okay, brother. But I know the type of dogs he has.
Okay.
So 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 when he comes to me with talk about a little dog, you know what I'm saying? My thoughts is all automatically like, okay, here goes some
Well, not, hey, Rome, if I really showed you the type of shit that I have in my yard, or if I showed you the type of shit that I like, because, you know, I don't really get associated too much with dog conversation because everybody has an opinion. But when I'm trying to create a foundation, I'm trying to create a foundation that still has clean blood in it, but still extreme. We just never had in what I would say the exotic community a dog like 5150 where you can create a foundational extreme dog that is healthy and then be able to find a dog like 5150 and take that to, and now you get your tails and now you get your tight feet and your good angulation, you feel me, and good pasterns. We didn't have that. You feel me? I've been here for a long time where I came here where you actually had to do several breedings with bulldogs and Frenchies and all of that to possibly try to create a good looking exotic versus where we are now, where you can just say, fuck it, I'm gonna breed Bape to Busachi and then to 5150. I got 3
Right.
breedings in, and now I'm at the top of the game. Where I come from 20 years plus in this game, you couldn't do that back then.
true.
You had to be a real breeder and put shit together because if you look at the Frenchies back then, if you look at the English Bulldogs back then, if you look at the American Bullies and everything that we use to create an exotic style dog, those dogs weren't as evolved as they are now. Like think about it. Go back 20 years and show me a lilac micro English Bulldog.
Well, I mean,
They
I
weren't there.
wasn't there.
Right. They weren't. Yeah.
Like a lot of dogs wasn't there in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It took steps, and somebody actually taking the time to do the process. You feel what I'm saying? To get where a lot of these dogs are today. You know what I'm saying? And with skipping the process and skipping the steps, you know what I'm saying? You don't get that. You know what I'm saying? You actually end up taking yourself 10 steps backwards.
Edwin, you make a good point. He says, I've never seen this whole panel of hosts ever agree and like one dog so much. Hey, what can you say about him though? You feel me? I mean, I'm willing to hear some shit.
Before I'm sorry, gentlemen, I have to go. I gotta do a breeding with him right now, but I have to go. Before I go, we're planning on cloning 5150.
Oh, nice.
So that's in the plan.
Okay, well, hey, Rami, before we end this live and you get off here, we got one question from my kennel partner, Richie Vega. He says, how many kink tails has 5150 thrown in his breeding that you know of?
None. Not that I know of. Not that I know of.
Okay, so, hey, this is what we're finna do. Hey, Rome, go ahead, ask a few questions real quick because he got a breeding to do. And then after Rome, Daryl, you go ahead and ask yours. Whatever.
Hey,
yeah, I'm good, dude.
I needed to hear.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the first to actually show the dog during the interview. So yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
This might be the first time Rome really ain't got shit to say.
Definitely. And that's shocking, especially with the blood, 2 bloods that you can't stand, and you see that dog. So, hey, thank you, Rami. Thank you for jumping on. I'm gonna try to hook up that interview to get you fellas on. Hey, salute to everybody that tuned in, man, and thank you guys for your time. And we are out.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.